what's going on, you guys? What you guys? It's Shannon, your boy Big Dog, back with another one take review. Actually, this is a review for the first 3 episodes of HBO Max original Love Life starring Anna Kendrick. Now, this will contain spoilers if you have not seen the show. Unfortunately, that's because like when I talk TV stuff, it's hard to talk about it without like getting into spoiler territory. But you guys know me, I absolutely love rom-coms. One of my favorite types of films after like superhero films and stuff is usually like come rom-coms for me. And this one is very enjoyable. I enjoy it. I think it still hasn't, I don't know if it's gotten over that hump for me yet, but I definitely have been enjoying it. It stars Anna Kendrick as a character, Darby, who's we see her going through relationships. The first episode is about her meeting a guy named Augie. They have great chemistry with each other. They seem like to be the perfect match, yet his career takes him away. And like kind of like starts like this whole, not necessarily a downward spiral, but it's like when you find that person and you have to give that person up simply because like, hey, you don't want to like halt their dreams and like their ambitions and what they, you know what I'm saying, set out for in life. And Anna Kendrick and the guy, I don't see his name right here, but the guy who plays Augie, the chemistry is fantastic. You just see like the whole time you watching it though, you know it's the first episode, so you know it's going to be something that happened between the two. And then once you get that, he breaks it down to her like, hey, I'm actually leaving. Like, you know, and you kind of like, you feel for her because you know, like, damn, this, what they had was really good. You know, like I said, the chemistry was off the charts. Nonetheless, he leaves to go chase his dreams. And I mean, what can you do? You never want to like hold the person you care about back from what they want to do with their life. And he had a big opportunity and he took it. And like you see that. On to the next episode. And this is where the character of Darby kind of like, I ain't gonna say got under my skin, but I was kind of like, I don't know, kind of iffy about it. She starts dating her former boss. And like she was cool with him and his wife. And the last time they saw each other was at their wedding. And then those two just so happened to get a divorce. And she goes over to his house and returns some stuff just from the office or so on and wherefore. And then they hook up. You know, if it was just like a casual thing, you know, I would have been cool with it. But to me, it's like it was a year after Augie. So it's like she's had time. And like, you know, she's been trying to get her mind right. But to me, it's like she dove into the first thing that looked like it was something, and you could tell that those two weren't going to work out. I just knew it. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I don't think this has the potential. And like, you start to see her like blowing it like so many times. I'm just like, Darby, get your stuff together. And like he's kind of an older gentleman, so he's kind of not like don't want to be out and stuff and party as much as they do, and she's kind of, and like you get that, and like he was on a much more mature. They was like operating on 2 different wavelengths. That's pretty much exactly what it was. And in the moment when she went to like his father's wake, and she didn't know how to talk to him after he lost someone. Now that's one thing I unfortunately enough, that's one thing I think I've been able to do. Ever since I was younger, and this I don't think this is a good thing, but every girl I have communicated with have lost somebody in the span of the time I was talking to them. So I've always said, this shoulder has been crying on a bunch, okay? And but like I'm accustomed to like know how to talk to people when like they lose someone close to them or something bad happens to them. It's just natural. You can clearly see that is not the case for Darby. She started drinking a lot and like tried to give a toast, tried to follow up his ex-wife. Didn't land well. The family all really kind of like iffy on her. Kind of blew it. Now, what I think, another thing that I have to notice about the show is like the side characters. They don't get a lot of shine, but they're always there. Sarah and Jim, they have a sweet relationship. something very interesting happened the very last episode with Sarah, so I'm still kind of wondering how that goes. We haven't really got to see much of Mallory's character yet either. She's just kind of been that person who's like, hey, like, keep going, push forward. Both and like they're really good friends. It seems like they that good camaraderie amongst them. Now, when she breaks up with Bradley, pretty much dumps her, and she has to move back into her own spot, and she meets the third person in the third episode, Danny Two Phones, who hasn't been in a relationship in 3 years, who also seems like he hasn't had a girl in 3 years, and she pays this guy a little bit of attention, and he falls for her because. And this one is very weird to me because I actually felt for the kid Danny, because it's like, even though it's kind of like a one night stand type thing, and she's like, hey man, we just had fun, that's it. Like I'm not out here for that, and she assumed that since he was a guy, that was cool with him, I actually like this angle. The reason I like this angle is because not every guy just wants sex. Yeah, I said some of us, some dudes want an actual like longevity. They want marriage and kids. I don't know why, but like some people actually into all that stuff. And Danny seems like the type of person who he's not like, I don't want to just use nobody for their body. I'm more than just an object. And like, Darby does everything to get away from this guy. She lies constantly trying to get away. And he finally realizes it at a point where it's already too late. But it's just like it is what it is. But she just kind of felt, but at the same time, she kind of felt good, like, I'm happy I'm not the person suffering this time though. She felt for him because she knew what that feeling was like, but nonetheless she still was happy that she wasn't the person feeling that way. All the while, she has ran into Augie. Augie's back in time. Augie is no longer chasing his dream. He's chasing a female, and they're about to go cross country in a van. Yep, he quit his job, the dream job, and I get it. It's like people think they want one thing and then they get it, and it's not necessarily what they want. It's just weird though, you know. And then she unfollowed him because of course she was hurt, and the long distance thing wasn't gonna work out. So you don't want to know what that person that you care so much about is doing anymore. But yeah, he's having second thoughts about this cross country thing. It's like, me and this girl had something really special. I wonder. I know it never says it or even show. He just scrolling on her Instagram. Trust me, I've been that guy. Like, I wonder, can we give it a part two? You know what I'm saying? See if we can like get this thing going this time. That was like me 7 years ago. Definitely not me now. But it was interesting to see, and I was kind of wondering, like, hey, maybe there's a possibility, and that's what we're waiting to see. Overall, the show's very enjoyable, funny at times, but my biggest issue is with the protagonist. I don't even say protagonist like there's an antagonist, but Anna Kendrick's character Darby, she's that person still trying to find themselves. Or she know who she is. It's just when she meets somebody else, she tries to become who they want her to be. And until she learns to be herself, she won't find anybody to be happy with. Nothing that she has will ever last. That's why it's always important to be yourself, people. Like, that the facade you put on, whether it's on camera or where you're around a certain group of people, it doesn't last in the long run. If you really want something, you have to just be yourself, and whoever is meant for you will accept that person you are. Look at me giving y'all good advice and shit. I should charge y'all for that. But if you guys let me know what you think about the first 3 episodes of Love Life down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys are all staying safe out there. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.